very good job at it, but it's better than it was. Because it was completely out, and now it's not completely out, it's just a little bit out. But not as out as it was. Yay! Do you like my hair? It's very hot. It's very hot. It's going to be 40 degrees tomorrow. 40 degrees. Hello, one person that's here. Is it Philip? Hello. Do you like my lovely hair? It's so natural and lovely. Hiya! I'm going to keep this as it is for a second until other people get here. It's hot here already. It's very hot. This is very hot hair. Oh, it's so hot. No, it's incredibly hot, and I am going to have to, as soon as, there's 2 people here. 2 people here. Oh no, this is my real hair. Isn't it lovely? I'm not wearing a wig. It's completely real. It's so real. It's adorable, isn't it? Lovely. Yes, it's so nice. It's too hot. I can't cope with it anymore. Hello, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? 2 people here. I'm sorry. I was gonna wait till there was a glut of people and I was going to do the big reveal. But to be honest, this is so hot. This was a bad idea. Nylon on your hair. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Nylon on your hair is a very bad idea. I gave myself a haircut last Monday. So this is my hair. This is my hair. It's much, whoa, that's like way, way less hot now. And I'm just sweating buckets. Oh, I need a tissue to get rid of my, yes. Oh, hello. Are you in the same room? That's nice. Ugh. Yes, that's nice. Missed the start because YouTube played ads as soon as I started. Did it? Oh well. Never mind. You like my hair? It's much shorter than it was. It's actually shorter than the pictures that I did because it's still getting on my nerves and it's still too hot. But it's so cool now and it's gonna be 40 degrees tomorrow. But I've got my new hair, so I'm not very worried, and I'm not wearing that wig, and I feel a lot less constricted now. Yay! This is my hair. You got a problem with that? Good. No, I don't care. Yes, it's my hair. So I usually when I've done a haircut, I've done a video of it. But the problem with that is because I did a 5-minute haircut, which is slightly longer than this. So blah 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 blah. This took longer than 5 minutes. Because I was concentrating on the hair. But the thing is, you start off and you're like, yeah, and then you're like, a little bit more, little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. And then you end up with no hair at all. But it's not too bad. It's a lot more comfortable. Because I was just sitting here. I've been looking after my parents for the last 2 weeks because I had the thing that must not be named. And I was just fed up. I was sort of getting a bit stir crazy because I was just making food and washing up and then sitting here and then checking the internet, and it was just too much. And then I just caught a glimpse of myself and it was like, ah! Although I cut my hair and I did a sort of pose, and somebody on Twitter, he'll remain nameless, he might be here, I'm not sure, said that I looked witchy. It looks great. Yes, it did. It took more than 5 minutes. It took at least 10 minutes. But it was in the middle of the night, so I just went for it. Thank you very much. It's very cool, and it's not hot like it was with this wig. Look, it's not the same colour as my hair even. So it didn't fool anyone, did it? It didn't fool anywhere at all. Anywhere at all. Anyone at all. So yeah, I've been on a bit of a shopping spree this week. What have I bought? Well, I've got another mystery box coming because I had one accidentally sent to London and I felt very, very upset about that. So I tried. My mum said that she would get me another one. And because she was upstairs being ill, I used her card, because she said that she was going to get one. I used her card and I got her card blocked. And so I did not get a mystery box because she had to phone up the bank and unblock it. And they're like, well, you must only use the card yourself. It's like, yeah, but she let me use it. I just messed it up because they weren't expecting it. Anyway, that's right. I paid for the mystery box and then my mum gave me some money for the mystery box. So she still paid for the mystery box because that was the deal. I was not committing fraud because she told me she was ill and I had to do what I had to do. So I suppose it's nice that they're looking out for people, but in another way, it's like she was on the phone going, yes, but I said she could use it. Like, well, you must make sure that you're the only person that uses it. She's like, but I was ill. It's like, doesn't matter. It's just you. You have to authorize it. It's like, well, she did authorize it. She told me I could use it. That is authorizing it. I don't know. Anyway, so I was not committing any sort of crime because she told me I could use it. It didn't work anyway, and I messed up her whole banking history and everything. But it's all right now, and both the parents are well, and they came downstairs. I let them downstairs. They're in the house, and they're as well as can be expected. So hooray, hurrah, hooroo, aha. So that's good. And I'm just working out the free fringe, the virtual free fringe. I've been this week doing a lot of sorting out. So that's gone live. That's on the internet. It's only been a week, but the app went live on Monday. And then I've spent the whole week going, no, it's not right. It's got wrong. It's not updated. Oh no. And chasing people to get their pictures in. So get the free fringe app and then see what is available. You can. The virtual fringes almost all live, except some of the shows are going to be streamed, and so they're not available yet. But there are some on-demand ones, so you can see them. But you can't see the live shows yet because it's not August yet. It starts on the 6th of August till the 28th of August, and you can look at and see, and you can go, oh, look at all the shows I'm not going to see because I'm not going to be in Edinburgh. Or if you're in Edinburgh, you go, oh, look at the shows I can see because I'm in Edinburgh. Either way, or you go, look at the shows that are in Edinburgh and I'm not in Edinburgh. I better swiftly go to Edinburgh. But while I'm going there, I'll watch all the virtual fringe and all the on-demand, and then I'll be in Edinburgh. And that's what you'll do. No, everyone's gone very quiet. Very quiet indeed. So why is that? Have you just stopped talking? Or have I missed you? Looking good. Just nobody said anything. Everyone's gone deathly quiet. So quiet. So quiet. They're just mesmerised by my hair, which is so lovely. And you're kind of scared by my hair. Exactly. It did make it did. The app for the fringe made the private eye. And so did the free fringe, saying, hey, if the free fringe can do it, then why can't they? Because the free fringe has got an app and we had to work on it. It did not cost £100,000 million because why would it? Things do cost money, but if we all pull together, we can make a difference and make it work for everyone, and everyone's very happy. Loads of people have got refunds from the main fringe because they did not get in the app, and they only gave money to go in the app, and then they haven't got an app. So it does make the venues look well dodgy, but all the free fringe venues are listed on the app, so you can get the app and go everywhere. Ha ha ha! And also, if you're not going to Edinburgh, just watch all the digital fringes. The digital fringes, all the pictures. Oh, there's about 4 streaming shows, of which mine is 1. Or 2 even, and there's a lot of little one day ones or 1 week ones, and then there's a lot of on-demand ones. Go and watch. When I'm going back to London, I'm going back to London in September, and then I'll see what happens next, and I don't know. I've been looking at all places to live. I've been looking at France again, and look at that barn in France that I can convert. Should I get a mortgage? It's only £12,000. Can I get that? But then I have to get there and I have to convert it, and I do not have the money to convert a barn in France. And also with the Brexiting and all of that, it's not easy to, because you can only stay for 3 months and then you have to come back. So not so easy really. And I don't have £12,000, but I could borrow it, I suppose. But then what? I don't know what is going to happen. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't understand what's happening in the world. Yes, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'll try and find some work and see what happens and become a massive star. That's what I'll be. I'll be a big star, and I'll be on the television and on the silver screen, and everyone will be happy to see me, which will be a change. That will make a massive change. No, I'm not sure whether that happened. I should go back to gigging now that it's the new times, but I don't know what's happening in the world. That's it. There's been a spike, a peak. Who knows what's happening anymore? I certainly do not know. I don't know what's happening, and I'm so confused, and I'm using different chords than usual, and it's making it very, 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 very sad. Oh, look, my nails are breaking. Yes, so, I don't know. I don't know what to think about the world. I've got the whole summer ahead of me. Today, a lot of people I know are going to Tolpuddle. You know about that? The Tolpuddle martyrs. They were fighting for workers' rights and everything, and the vote and just not being exploited. And what happened there was they sent them all to Australia. They transported them. It was a scandal, and then they fought and they brought some of them back. Yay! So this is the Tolpuddle Day! Yay! Not for them, but yay that we should celebrate that they came back in the end. Yay! And workers' rights are on the table again because everyone's getting rid of them again, and everyone's probably needs to sort that out again. Yes, you do need workers' rights, obviously. That's the best thing. Up the workers and all of that. So yeah, lots of people I know have gone to Tolpuddle. Yeah, but not me. I'm just staying in my house, my lovely hot house. It's not like a greenhouse hot house, or it might be. Anyway, all the weather people say that you should open all the windows in the morning tomorrow to let all the cold air in, and then when the cold air's coming in, shut the windows again so all the cold air's inside, and draw the curtains and draw the blinds and stay inside and do not go anywhere, because it's going to be 40 degrees, which is the hottest it has ever been in the history of the world. Not in the history of the world, because when the world was first beginning, it was all lava and methane. So it's not as hot as that, but it could get as hot as that. And if it does get as hot as that, then I don't think we're going to be alive for very much longer. So be careful. So stay in your house and do not go out, and be careful, because all sorts of people have been going out, and they've been going out for 3 seconds, and then they've turned into balls of flame that have just rolled down and burnt the whole country, and that's not good. Somebody north-facing bedroom heat trap. Oh, yes, you're north-facing. North-facing isn't necessarily not going to get the heat. It's going to get all the heat from everywhere else. It depends on your house. This is a good house because it's an old house, and old houses are very cold, which is bad in the winter, but very good in the summer because it's cold. So I haven't really felt the heat. The last few days, everyone's going, oh, I'm so hot. Oh, it's so terrible. And I'd be like, I haven't really felt it. And I didn't really feel it until I put this wig on and went, oh, yes, too hot. So I'm not too bad so far, but tomorrow, if it's going to be 40 degrees, I don't know what to do. I'm going to just have to wear a string vest and shorts or something. I don't know. And, that's something today. I decided to try on my dad's suit. I thought, shall I try on my dad's suit? That'll be fun. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, because he went to a wedding the week before last. He might have got the thing there. So maybe I shouldn't have tried on somebody's suit after it's like a plague suit, really. Anyway, I did try it on, and it had massive shoulders out here, and it was just huge. And I was like, you know those films where an adult turns into a child, and then they've just got a big suit, and they're lost in the suit. That's what it was like. It was very funny, but I should probably have worn it here because it was so stupid. But so I thought I was vaguely thinking about maybe doing a character, but it was just like so stupid. It's like, have you seen Stop Making Sense? Is it the Talking Heads tour? That's what it was like. I was basically David Byrne inside a giant suit. Or there's also Christine and the Queen's video where she's just sitting there in a pink suit, and then just the suit's getting bigger, and she's just going away, and there's just a big pink suit. Just a little tiny person in that. That's quite interesting. Anyway, it wasn't a pink suit. It was just a normal suit you wear to a wedding. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you that. I'm just bored, and I'm just thinking of things to amuse myself now. It's like, I'm still going to write material for my online gig, which is now next week. Not next week coming, the week after. So not Tuesday coming, but the Tuesday after that. What did you say? The Ginger week. Ginger, find it, yeah. Oh my goodness. If you're, yeah. Redheads, beware. Stay inside. Oh, greetings from Hickory, North Carolina. Yes. Not from me. Greetings from Wales to Hickory, North Carolina. Yes. I can't imagine. I'm just not even going out. I've been out a couple of times in the in the outside. I helped with the garden waste earlier for my parents, and we were wheeling the little bin around and everything. But we got the garden waste and put it in, and it was horrible. It infested, and it was just so stinky. It was nasty. So I don't want to do that again in a hurry. But she's growing tomatoes. She, being my mum, is growing tomatoes and things. Sorry, it's little flies and things flying around. You're in Brighton on Tuesday. Oh my gosh. That's one thing I've got. As well as my mystery box, I've got a Factor 50 face cream coming. Factor 50 face cream. So I can put that all over my face and hopefully not turn into the mummy or a crispy cream. Krispy Kreme's a donut, isn't it? I'm not going to shrivel up like She. Have you seen the film She, where she's ageless and beautiful because she's gone into the flames that have made her immortal? But then some young piece, he comes and he's like, oh, and she's like, oh, I love you. You should go in the flames. He's like, I'm scared. And she's like, I'll go in the flames with you. And she goes in the flames with this young man, and he's like, oh, I feel it. I'm going to be immortal. And she's like, no, and she all burns up. And that's what you will all be like if you go out in the sun. You will be like Ursula Andress, for it is she in the film. It's Ryder Haggard, is it? I'm not sure who it's by, but Ursula Andress in the film, and she burns. That's it. It's like Tales of the Unexpected. La 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 la. If the woman in that was burning into a crisp. La. It's a bit distressing, really. It's the sort of thing that you watch when you're a kid and you go, ah, no! No, that and Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes are two things that were very, 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 very on my mind when I was a kid, because I used to go at my grandparents' house and they'd watch that sort of, my grandfather liked that sort of films. So that's two things that I remember from watching at my grandparents' house. Beneath the Planet of the Apes, which is scary when they do the reveal, because there's all these, oh, look at these people, and they're living underneath the Planet of the Apes, and they're human people, and how come the human people have retreated beneath the Planet of the Apes, and everything's, and then it turns out they take off the mask, and they're like, we are mutants, which that was also very distressing as a child, which is... Hello? What's going on? You need something?
I think I've lost the remote control.
Which remote control?
Is this the one from the
I don't know. I think that's the DVD, Mummy. I don't think you've lost the remote control. I don't think it's in here.
Sorry.
That's all right. You go for it. Yeah, no remote control in here. I was just talking about Ursula Andress and and stuff. Anyway, Anyway, now I'm getting warm because I'm imagining the flames. Burn the witches. Flames, and which is what it's going to be like tomorrow. Yes, my mummy. Crammed indoors with curtains shut. Well, indoors with the curtains shut though. If you've let all the cold air in, you're still going in here. You found it now. Is that the right one?
I think it might be.
Okay, I don't think it is, But yes, if you let all the cold air in, let the cold air in, let the cold air in, let the cold air in, and then shut the windows, then you've trapped it. You've trapped it like a spider in a bell jar, and then you don't let it out. You keep it in, and you've got all the cold in your house. It's 26 now in London, and it's the night time as well. It's in the night time. And it's still 26. Oh my goodness me. Imagine in the day. 26 in London. Oh. Well, in the house, that would be bad. In the house. In the night. And that house that you're talking about can get very cold in the winter. You go down and you're like, so it must be very, 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 very hot to make it go that hot. Oh no. Anyway, so you need to keep the cold in. So get a big jar of water as well. Oh, you don't really want it humid, do you? Humid heat is not the worst sort of heat. 26.9. Oh no! That's very hot. Cities retain heat at night. Yes, exactly. If it was snowy, you wouldn't be snowy. Although in that particular house, it does get snowy because it's on a hill. It's one of the highest points what she's talking about. Highest points in London. It's at the top of London, really, which is good. Because I looked at one of those maps where it shows you when the climate change, which we're clearly having, when the climate change makes all the sea levels rise, then there are a couple of places in the country that aren't going to be underwater. And that house is one of them, and this house is another. So we're going to have a lovely seaside view. The sea is going to come all the way up, lapping on the pavement just outside and up to the door probably, but just about high enough that we're going to have a lovely, so it's good really. Not for everyone else who's under the water, but if you're really high then and you don't mind waiting a week or two at this rate really, then you don't mind waiting for the climate change, then you'll have lovely seafront property. It's like that Superman film where I think Lex Luthor was buying all of California so that, and then trying to cause an earthquake so that he would have lovely beaches and stuff. That's what's going to happen, really. I'm not Lex Luthor. I know my hair's not quite all completely gone. There's still a bit. Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman in the film, who had hair. Even though Lex Luthor, I think they had a shot in that first Superman of like wigs on stands, just as a concession to the fact that Lex Luthor is supposedly bald. But Gene Hackman's like, no, we're not doing that. So they just had to have a pretend head with a wig on it. So that's how you know. Otherwise, a little Easter egg about Superman the movie. Superman the movie, good film. Oh my goodness me. It's hot already. It's getting hot in here. I'm not taking off any clothes though, even though I probably should because it's very hot. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I made paella today. My mum said, I've got some prawns. Shall you make some paella for me? And I'm like, all right then, Mum, I'll do that. And she's like, do you need a recipe? I'm like, no. And she's got a fan. No, I haven't got a fan. I've got no fans, that's the trouble. No, so I made the paella for my mum. She had some prawns in the freezer that were like frozen prawns, obviously. So I made it for her, and I cooked the prawns properly. They were properly cooked, and I made it. And she said, do you need a recipe? I'm like, no, not really. She's like, well, I've looked in 3 or 4 of my recipe books and there's no recipe for paella. I'm like, surely not. So I looked in 5 of her recipe books, and the first 5 recipe books I looked at had the recipe. So I really don't, we've got a Chinese cookery book. I'm thinking she must have looked in that, because every single other one, I'm like, here's another one, Mum. I don't need it because I know what to do. Anyway, I made the paella, which was really not. It was just rice and vegetables with a couple of prawns in it, really, because that's all we had. You have to do what you want. Anyway, I made it for my parents, and my dad was all, well, because he's just had the thing, he can't really taste anything anyway. But my parents were like, are these prawns cooked? They're a bit odd. They were big ones, big giant ones. And I'm like, yes, they're cooked. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. It's like, they don't taste of anything. It's like, that's what they like. That's what they're like. Anyway, they were definitely cooked, and I put flavour on them, and I put them in. So they just picked them all out and went, can you cook them a bit more? And I cooked them a bit more. So they were definitely cooked. They were all shriveled up, and I gave them back, and they're like, we don't like these. It's like, but it was your idea to do the prawns. It's not my fault if that's what prawns taste like. They were big ones. Big, fat, giant prawns. And they're a bit crunchy. Because the big fat ones, they're not, the little ones are softer. The big ones are sort of slightly, they've got a bit of body to them. Because they're insects, really. They are insects, let's be honest. They're sea insects, prawns. Like bottom-feeding sea insects that live at the sea and then they eat all the sewage. So you'd think there would be some flavour. Anyway, they were fairly bland, but they were definitely cooked. Yes, hello. Elise has 6 fans watching right now. 6, yes. 6, 7. 6. Yeah, it went up to 7, and then as soon as I said that, I cursed it. Anyway, somebody said that I look like a witch with my face, because I've been using things to try and make my face slimmer. And obviously I've got this cut, so it's like haircut. So they're like, no, you look horrible. I don't think I do, but there you go. I feel difficult parent stories. Yes, difficult parents, that's what they are. And they're like, thank you for making this for us. My dad was like, it's not very nice though. It's like, oh, not my taste, he was like. So I got him some Worcester sauce and he put all over that. But they didn't eat the prawns, which was the whole point of it. Pretend it wasn't really paella, but it was just rice and prawns. I could have made something. There was a touffe in one of the things because there was a Cajun cookbook. And there was also jambalaya. I could have made jambalaya, but I had some sausages. I could have made the sausages. I got vegan sausages and vegetarian sausages and actually meaty sausages as well. And they're not vegans or vegetarians. I could have done that for them. But no, we were going to have paella, which I didn't have all the ingredients from. And I did have recipes, but I didn't look at any of them. I just proved my mum that we did have them and then threw them to one side. Don't need that, I said. Don't need that. But I didn't have any of the spices. I put some onion and stuff in them, but really there's very limited choices in the cupboard. So in terms of flavour, there was a bit of stock in it. It was just rice and prawns, and that was it. And they didn't even eat the prawns. What was the point? Just rice with some onion in it. That's what it was in the end. Oh well, these things happen, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to have a mystery box this week. La 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 la. And I'm going to learn that thing on the guitar eventually. Yay, I'm going to learn a song as soon as I learn the guitar, which will be eventually. It's like cooking for kids, yes. It is like cooking for kids, you're right. Is somebody coming in? Spanish guitar to fit in with a paella. One day I will learn to play that guitar, but not yet. Not quite yet. So there's nothing on television tonight, and it is getting warm. So I am thinking that it's probably going to be throwing off the covers and not wearing any clothes in the night today. It's going to be like me sitting there with the windows open going, no, and then I wake up in the morning and go, it's even hotter now. So it's going to be disastrous, and everybody's going to fry in their sleep. And if they don't, they will burn in the morning like she. So be careful out there. Be careful and do not go out in the hot, hot sun. And if you do, wear more than factor 50 and a big hat, a big giant hat and sunglasses. And that's it, because anything else, well, wear a sort of tent or an umbrella. Just, bring a big tent and go in the tent with a big fan in it. And that's what you should do. Don't go in the sun at all. It will burn you up like you're a vampire. Ooh! What We Do in the Shadows is back, talking of vampires. What's that? That's good. What else is on next week? I don't know things. I've only got one like, and everyone's gone away. It's because I'm just babbling like a brook, but this is good, because you need a babbling brook to keep you cool. This is why it's cooler here, I think, than everywhere else. I'm at the bottom of a valley with a babbling brook at the bottom and nice trees. So it's a lot cooler here than it would have been otherwise, but it's still not cool. Not really. So you have to do, don't go to the sun. You have an appointment. Well, just bring a big parasol or something and a fan. Get somebody to, if anyone's with you, what they need to do is get something and fan you on your way. All the way there. So that's what you need to do, yes. This is almost a fan. Look, American cookbook. American cooking. I'm going to make hush puppies, I think, tomorrow. Hush puppies! Yay! My mum's like, what are hush puppies? I'm like, well, I remember when I was a kid, you got an American cookbook, or it's like a section in like Women's Own American cooking. And you made hush puppies then. And also, for some reason, you put banana, it had something to do with plantain, but instead of plantain, she used to cook a banana, make fried chicken, and hush puppies, and put a banana in the oven, and we'd have like cooked banana with it, which is a bit odd, to be honest, but we used to lap it up. Ooh, that's American cooking we go. Ooh, American cooking. Pecan pie. What else? Corn dumpling casserole. Hush puppies. Yes, exactly. Anyway, my mum, who made them when I was a child, out of this cookery book, and we used to go, can we have some hush puppies? I love hush puppies. Mum, make us some hush puppies. I'm like, I'm going to make hush puppies. And she's like, what's hush puppies? How soon they forget. So I'm going to make them tomorrow and then go, these are hush puppies. Blah. I found some cornmeal and everything. Hush puppies. Yay. Anyway, I'm going to go now and have a lie down because it's got a little bit hot while I've been talking. So I will see you. Keep cool, everyone. Keep cool. Shoes, they're not shoes. No, they're like little corn and flour dumplingy things. They're not really dumplings. And you fry them. Just little bits of fried stuff. Really, they're nice. Eat them. Yum. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.